I'm starting my class now. Sure, you are here since.
I know, I just entered. Just came. I didn't even.
Standing. Good morning, class. Uh, welcome to class. How was our holiday yesterday? Holiday. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, admission to my class. Your homework. Open it. Want me to check it one after the other. Okay, so this slow down. Who is ready? Yeah, ready. Show me your homework or your class, your homework. What's that? Yeah. All right. And because we did my class, you you tell me you have attendance. You left early. That is not. She left early at work. She was not in class, but at least me was not in class when I came. Take very, very happy for follow up. That's anything to do with using your report, touch directly that part. Today, I want to leave primary school. Okay, that was not sharing now. It's not really have time. Okay. Start to make this. Now, one of those things that we have in that picture, in that data set, we also be using it, but it must not necessarily that it must be that. Let's look at, let me check the work that remain. Some of you that are coming late, your punishment is how you know how what we'll be doing today. This 9:26. Okay, we are supposed to look at sort and filter. Okay, sort and filter. That's what we'll be looking at. And then removing extra rule. So first of all, let's know what is sort and what is filter. Let's differentiate between the two. Who can use it or idea to tell us what is sorting and what is filter? Anybody? Hello, class. Okay. We have sort and filter. And sorting or sorts and then filter. Okay, from a layman understanding, nobody wants to tell us. Huh? Okay. Now, like you said, sort means arrange in an orderly way, either arranging in ascending order or descending order. That means arranging from A to C or from C to A. Then either arranging from higher to lower or from lower to highest. Sorting and then when we say filter,
in a layman understanding, who can tell us what you understand by the term filters? Ma, you are not having anything. Eh? From the layman understanding, you can tell us what you understand by sorting. Nobody? Huh? Okay, sorry, filter. I don't want to hear the word filter again. Okay. All right. Okay, in a layman understanding, I don't use the remove the filter. The simple mean to hide what you don't want at the moment because you can later bring a sound. Okay, it's better to use hide because it's something that maybe you want to take something, the one that you don't know at the moment is hide. You just see one you want to keep it, and the same time you can keep doing it. But so filter mean like the same filter. Let's look at our car, our generator. We talk about use filter so that that's why it's what you don't want. So when you want to speak to it, you filter the air because the sense you don't want then it's not very so it's also the same thing. Okay, so now we say you look at sort arrange data in a specific order, either ascending, descending, alphabetical, etc. to organize and analyze it. Filter show only specific data that meets certain conditions, hiding the rest. Okay, this helps to focus on relevant information. Then what is the difference between filter and sort? So by going by the definition, you already know what to do. Now, by a condition in the filter, you need to have the conditions. I want to see only the data that are greater than 100 or only the data that are less than 100. So that is why you see the specific it shows a specific data that meets a certain condition. Then also from sort and filter, the next thing we'll be looking at is conditional formatting. Are you people writing? I did not say you are getting material this week. I only say you have a note in the portal. For those that have their login, you can have it in the portal to read. But I don't share material. That is what I said. Everything, like I said it, the class videos, the class notes, quiz, assignment, everything is in the portal. So by next week, you'll be expecting your portal login. Oh. So, all right. Then we'll also be looking at conditional formatting. What is formatting? Before we talk about condition, what is formatting? Huh? It says. I think these are English words now, for those that going to be really good. So, yeah, another one. What is formatting? Why using VS Code? I'm not using Python. So, okay, conditional formatting, let's look at formatting. let's look at conditional formatting. Okay, now when we talk about formatting, we should identify some certain information using some criteria. Okay, to identify certain information using some criteria, either by colors or by an arrow or by scale. Yeah. So now when we say we're talking about conditional formatting, for instance, data is given to work of does we do a small analysis for the profile. Just say, okay, the condition it by. And then so let me use the example. When we are in primary school or secondary school, as of that time, in register, the right email name is right by right name is black by. I don't know whether you people yes, it's how knowledge that. So now, if that is in form of partitional formatting, so once if I'm sending the information, for instance, I'm sending the register to somebody, if the person doesn't want to now say it's those with right binary is released for email. So you don't need to one will check maybe a email, they don't need to be checking or just whenever it's right, you check in to see who is looking for who the person is looking for. And if the person is looking, we check in the other color of Bible. So conditional format use the condition. The color is the so color is not. So a conditional formatting is used to identify use of criteria to identify information based on color, scale, arrow. Right? So now conditional formatting make it easy to highlight certain value or make a particular cell easy to identify. This changes the appearances of the cell based on the condition of the criteria. You can use conditional formatting to highlight cells that contain value which make certain condition. Now, there are 5 types of conditional formatting: the background color, shading of cells, foreground color, shading of fonts, data bars, and others. So let's look at it from our system. Now, if you check, I open conditional formatting. I want us to very quickly round up with this and move to the new material. Now, if you look at this data, now let's look at, we want to do filter and we'll be working on it on the profit. Now, both conditional formatting and filter will work by columns. Okay, but if the data is arranged the way, there are some times that when you filter data, if the table is organized, there is a way the table is organized, the whole table will be filtered, or basically it's filtered based on column. Okay. So now, when we want to filter data, we'll start with make our data a table or have a drop down in that data. So let's look at this data. We highlight the particular data that we want to filter, and then we'll go to the data bar, and you have this for filter. You highlight, go to data, you see the filter symbol there that look like a full name. Okay, highlight where you want to. Immediately you click down that symbol, you have a drop down in your data set. Have a drop down in your data set. So this is what we use. Now, one thing above. Now, even if you don't even follow this method, once you make your data a table, you automatically have a drop down. Okay, so if your data is a table already, no need to even go to this data and look at it. So you can make it a table that are good to go. So now let's start with profits. We'll go to profit, we click the drop down list, and then we have an option. Either you see an option there.
sort smallest to largest. Okay, let's start with sort. So then when we click the sort smallest to largest, it will what? Sort it. Like I said, filter, sort, and order, they work in a column. But there are some data that the arrangement can make it sort of. Now look at it now. We look for smallest to largest. We have 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. But if you come to the other side, you will see 15, 6, 20, 10. So this other two columns cannot sort. The reason is that it works based on what is here. So here is bad. The profit is the least. So if you turn the profit to sort it to smallest, there is no way that you bring the smallest to this. Hello. And because all the information that are here for this row must be for bags. So that is why sorting works basically in the column wise. Do we get it? And so like in this row, if because I use profit, as I pick 3,000, there is no way that I not say, okay, because as a sort on model, it will take 6,000 to this place. No way. That means there is a mismatch of information. So a row must work for bags and it will deal with what. Then the same thing happens with 4,000 as a profit, which is the second smallest. And then the information here must still be for free. So there is no way you do not tell you because you have to sort it from smallest, then you don't have to. So we sort based on the column. That is just for sorting. We can go by largest to smallest as well. Depends on which one you want. So smallest to largest, and then we start from 10, 5, 5, 5, 4. So that is how easy sorts can be. Now, let's look at the difference now. Let's look at filter. So, you not remove anything or not hide anything. Only rearrange based on what you want. But if you look at filter, let's look at filter. Sent in the drop down on the filter. You will see number filter. Okay. Now, when you click the drop down, you see number filter. So these are the criteria that you'll be making use of. Equal to, not equal to, greater than. So let's pick one. We can pick greater than. Greater than 10. Okay, sorry, greater than 5,000. Greater than 5,000. So now you see that it's hide all the ones that are less than 5,000. Give us only 10,000. Filter number greater than 4,000. So you see, filter greater than 4,000, then we have 5,000, 10,000, 5,000, 5,000. So it's very, very easy on that. So we'll move to conditional formatting. Conditional formatting.
Just work for just about the text. So we need to see it.
Sort. That was the first thing that when I was explaining, that was the first thing I said. The sorting is rearranged from A to B or B to B. That was the first. We are talking about filter. I'm not hearing you. We have that class. I cannot stop class now. I use almost 20 something minutes to share to give out material to the students. Okay, let's check from the items, and then we now see sort from A to Z. Then you now see that it becomes back, which is B, B compares C, C, H, S, X. Now, you can have both. You can also check test filter because we are in test. Now, when we are in numbers, you now say what number filter. So, you can have text that does not equal to text that begin with, text that end with, text that contain this, text that does not contain this. So you can pick, or let's say you want to filter text that begin with, let's say C, and then click. So it's you move, filter all that one, leave only the text that have C. So any other question? You start well and you are going down. So when you're leaving,
and so it's not possible to start like concepts and do as I go through now. They are 10,000 experience. So I want 10,000 to 10,000. After 75 going to numbers and next
you really do not understand what I say. You can consider this rule as well. Are we getting it? That's why I say if it depends on how the data is arranged. As you are filtering, you are not even the one considering. Then they cannot be carrying some number. For instance, now these are data that are being arranged based on how things have been sold or how they want to sell their property. So you cannot remove 6,000 and go and give to True when it's for cream. You understand? So that is why it can only be by column like this. Because it's also considering the road. The criteria cannot meet up with column and row at the same time for this data. There may be data that is not meet up based on how the data is being arranged. Hello, are we getting it? But for this data that we have at hand, the criteria cannot meet up with the column and at the same time meet up with the row. No way. Because you see, if I want to use C and 5,000, what if my C here did not have 5,000 at all? So it cannot go and carry 5,000 that is for here and put for shoe for me, or shoe for me. It becomes a problem for who you are giving the information. So that is why the criteria must first of all check the road, check the column, and apply to only the one that is applicable. Right. So then, if there is no question, we'll move towards conditional formatting. If there is anybody that can help send the material from your system to your phone and then send to him. Good. Now, in conditional formatting, it's also the same thing as we are using criteria. So the first thing is, what is the data that you want to format it conditionally? So I can highlight, let's say I don't want to touch text. I can highlight only the value from 20,000 to the 4,000. Then I will go to my home tab. On my home tab, under style, you see conditional formatting. Now, it depends on what you want. All these things depends on what you want. Okay. Now, I did not put text. Even the header I did not touch. I only highlight my data, my people. So I go to conditional formatting and I click it. Like I said, there are different
type category for formatting. The first one is highlighting cell rules. The second one is top bottom rule, top and bottom rule. The third one is data bar. We have color scheme, and then we have icon cells. So those are the different category of conditional formatting. And inside the first one, which I like said, we still have like 8 or 4 or 5 groups. If you go there, under the highlight cell bar, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see how we have 7. That is how all of them have. Now, let's start with the first one. We will not be wasting time. It's the same process. So maybe we do one for here, we move to the other. So if you now say, okay, let's look at greater than. Now, it's already colored. Now, greater than, you be the one to pick your criteria here. This one picked 29,000. So what is your criteria? Like I said, it is what to identify some certain information with the colors or whatever you want, either in color, a scale, other. Now this one pick the color. Now let's say you pick automatic 29,000. Let's leave it like that. But this color here, you can remove this and put your words, the amount, and then you can click here to change the color. Let's say this is not the color you want. You can click the drop down. Then you see the option of colors here. Let's move to, let's check another color. Then the drop down, you can see different color that you pick. Now, if all the options of the color there you do not like, then you now customize it for yourself. Okay. Let's say customize color. So here we give you opportunity to pick a color yourself. Customize color. You can go to this automatic. Hello, are we following? Can see automatic here. Then you make which color will you get there? So you pick this one and you pick this one, and then where is my preview? Pick this one, strike through. Okay, let's say. Okay, let me remove this 29,000 and use greater than 15,000. 15,000. Then customize colors. All right, so now under this custom, okay, under this custom, this you pick, let's say the color that is there, you don't like it. Okay, let me start it. Now, go to the conditional formatting, and then you don't like this color, you come down, format color, you go to automatic here, you pick the color you want. Let's say I pick this color, then you check this. There are options here. How do you want it to be? Here is the number, here is font, here is border, and here is fill. Okay, so under this fill, you now pick the color you want to fill. Let's say I pick this colored. It will show you the color. It will show you the preview here. Okay, if I click OK now, then it will fill it. Hello. We get that step. Everyone. Okay, you not get it. Now, if you get to now, these are colors that they give you to use. These are colors to use. You check all these colors, you don't like the color that are there. So you want to use your personal color, you can come and say customize formats. Now, when you pick this customized formats, it will bring you here. Here, okay, to bring you here. So you see it will bring you here, then see automatic here. On this automatic, you can pick colored. Or first of all, let's even leave the automatic. Choose between these three. Which one you want? You want the border, you want the fill, you want the fonts. So if let's say I want fill, I pick this fill, then you see color. Now I can select any color here, but in a situation whereby still this color here, if you don't like anyone, you see more. Under this more, then it will take you here and you can customize it. Like there are color code. If you have a color code, you can customize it. This red, green, and give you this effect. And if you have a color code, you can enter them and then use the color you want. Like let's say all this color that they give you here, you don't want it, or you have your own color code. You go to what? Go to what? More, and under this more, you can select here as well. But even if you are selecting here, it will be showing you preview there. But if you see it, you know, like you can go to what custom, and then in under this custom, you must give a color code. RG, red, green, and blue. Okay, so you can pick the one you want to then come and play. Okay. So let's say I pick this colored, and then you show me, then I click OK. So you see that the color I pick, because I use fill. So you can decide to pick the border. Okay, so now you conditionally format this, and then you now tell when you are sending this information to the person, say those places that you see that color, those are the people. Maybe if you want to flag something, maybe you want to flag it together or something. Those ones that you see color, those are the ones that you know problem. Okay, just for easy identification, that is what we need. So that those ones that we color, those are the people that give us more profit. Those ones that color, those are the loss that we make from the business. That one that colors, those are so just anything that you want to identify, you can condition formatting either by color. So now we use greater than. If you go back to conditional formatting, so there are many options there. If you go back again, you see less than. So it's just the opposite of greater than. Then you see between. Now this between is 1 to yeah, or maybe you want to do okay. Instead of greater than less than, have a number from 10 to 20 that you want to do. So you choose between. Then we have equal to. Then you move to, if you are not dealing with number again, you go to what tell that contains. This one now pick on here. So text that contain a date occurring, duplicate value. So for instance, we just want to check just condition using like, oh, if my data have a duplicate value, it's not satisfied. So you will pick this duplicate value. Then we move to the second category, which is rule. This one dealing with top 10 items. Okay, top 10 items. If you pick this top 10 item, second one. Now, this one you don't need to, except you want to change this one. Immediately, like as you go to top 10, you can highlight the top 10 items on your data. Then look at this one. We have the top. the highest is 55, 550, 40, 30, 20, 18, sorry, 25, 20, 18, 10, 15, 10. So I like what? So 10. Okay. Then if you want maybe for the second one again, you have button 10 and then the order. Then the next one is bar. But I do always encourage people not to use the one that you can easily explain. So, all right, the color, the remaining one, which is color scale and icon. Now, if you look at, let's pick the first one. Now, I always advise you pick the one that I easily show. Now, if you look at this, all those ones that deal with colors, what they do is the highest number have the longer scale. So if you look at 55, you have the longer one. So the more as the number is growing, so the color is reducing. Okay. That is how the other one also are. So that is all for conditional formatting. The only thing that is there is can make use of the one that you can explain very well. So if you check other one, you see as well. Some as the color, like as the number is increasing, the color will be thick, and number is increasing, the color will be thick. So that is how for us this one. Now, you can equally use the one that not even for you, the person you are maybe working for, the one that the person can easily stand. Okay. So questions before we move to the other data. That is what I'm still saying. Is the icon set is also they are almost the same thing. It's showing the direction. So always pick the one that you can what identify. So always pick one. So if you look at it into the way it is. Pick the one that you can identify or the one that because it should not if you are doing something to somebody, you don't need to explain before the person know what you are doing. Just pick the simplest one so that you can just give the person once more understand so you can handle what you are doing. That's why a lot of people want this. Okay. Any question before we move to the other data sets? Any question? So this is the data set. I'll be working with. What I want that we did not touch the have not because of the even the GM yes, the new one thing. We are here, young people to be clear. Probably like the new one, actually expand it. I say I'm going to be clear. If because of this small we cannot how to make class. So let me see okay, any question? So let's work. Now, all those things we did yesterday in Excel so far, we have Power Query Editor, which is mainly for data cleaning. The join, the split, the taking of text to what? Taking of text number, which we use different methods. And normally, as why we use those Excel? Just because so that we can know how to get it up. Like I said, that is not even a part of data. You all look for normal intelligence. Now, we want to bring data analysis part. So for data cleaning, we don't use normal Excel. Although Power is part of Excel, but not the way we are putting it that you add. Even the transpose, everything is in Power Query that you don't need to use formula. We have if function also in Power Query, which is the Power Query editor is very easy compared to the market. But it depends. Now, sometimes for those that may not have the version that I have, like why I say we see those 233, I know we will look at they do not have Power Query. So as far as you know, people like data analysis, as they think, say you want to go data analysis. They are not even supposed to use those versions again. Because if you want to work with those ones, that's going to be cleaning your data inside again. You solve looking for points on formula like this. Okay, but though there are specific little functions. If you look at now, when you are having an issue like this, your value, that means there is a problem. They said you not recognize them as value most of the time. when you are having this. How many of us are having it? There are some people system that is automatic that don't show this. Hello. Hello. Now you want to take one. Now you see these signs. These two signs is telling us that there is a problem with these numbers. What is the problem? That there is not recognized numbers. So whenever you are having a number in your system and it's showing this, that means there is an issue. Now let's look at this data. Let's do EDA. First thing as an analyst, you look at what we call EDA. What is EDA? What is EDA? Anybody that tell me have an award? Eh? Now, now, if you look at this data, you will see column 1.1, column 1.3, column 1.4 as our header. So that is it supposed to be our header? Now, if you look at this data close by Ada George, there is an empty 8 here. Hello. Then another wahala is if you look at this name. Okay, somebody should check at the name and tell me what is wrong. So what? Then we already have talked about this thing now. So, if you still look at the date, so now we don't do small EDA, Abi. So let's do something. Let's clean this data. From our EDA, we know there are little things that we need to touch because we cannot analyze this. Abi. So now we click any of the cell. We go to data tab. Go to data tab. Then check under data tab. Come to get and transform data. That is the first on the left. You see get and transform. If you have seen it, let me ask you answer. Only 3%. Now, look closely, you will see from text CSV, from web, and from table range. If you see from table, now I am always saying it. If I ask something, some person know they respond. Now, if I don't go far, now that one I know they like before you want to drum with that. Immediately I ask if you are not there, you let me know so that I attend to you before we move front. You understand? Me, I don't like when I don't go front. We're going to drum me back and say, you know, see wait at the top. Okay. I say, first of all, click one of the cell, go to data tab, click data tab. By your left-hand side, you will see get and transform data. Now, inside, you will see from CSV, from web, and from table range. We'll be using from table range. If you have seen your own, you click it. From table range. If you click it, you see the ability to highlight your data and it will take it somewhere. How many persons have seen it? I think it is 5. Huh? Please, they want to convert it to a table first. That is why you're doing that. No, if the only 3 ones want to do it first. I think it's best. Yes, hold on. Now, I want everybody to see it first before we continue.
first of all, you know, say you touch from table range. So you want to convert it to a table. That's why you people do not remember when we do control C. That's what will appear now. If you do control C, which kind of noise be this? What happened? Your way is not working. So it's really C. You showing C. See, and they ask my question about time. How many of us they sabi operating system? Now, if they are from database, there are some information that sent to you. It will ask you, you want to edit. If you do not edit, you will not do anything. So, who never get it? So please, anytime you see data in Excel, once you open it, check, look at the top. If you ask you enable edit, click it. Because now you want to watch it and you will not enable it, not work. So now, from table range, for those that you show that small table, please tick that small one. Tick this one. My table have a header. Yes. Our table have a header. My table have a header. Tick that, click OK. When you click OK, then it will first of all make the table and then make it very good. So this that is the interface of Power Query. My own, when I go see say my own going long line, I don't get. Not because I don't get level, that's what I don't get. My own get what long line. I don't get. I think we get level now, they don't get. So who come for around foundation here? Wow. Good. I know distribute. Not everybody now for example. So okay, now first thing first. If you check your data, what's supposed to be our header? But wait, what is our header right now? Okay, first of all, if you look at this, now know they see well. If you see my home, it's a valid 100, error 0, empty 0. So that line and the other thing, they help us to check if the data have empty. Wait, make I even see this that gender. When that gender is where that is. A bit age, sorry. Age. There's something I want to check. Age. Even the age, in the time is empty 0. This one partiality. So for you to see your this thing, go to view. Go to your view. The view tab. Pick column distribution. View tab. Then remember complete class. You don't see quality. Go to view. Pick what column distribution and T column quality. So you will see those information that I said. What do you show one want to sometimes I'm not the day patient to look him and then I fear to look and Please, you already in another interface. Let's expand this PowerPoint so that it will show. All those one, see, please, if you are working, show me what you are working to show. If they see some code, don't have one small for me. Click this icon so that it will expand it, so that we see everything. 216 did not have. So let's move on. So let's change our header for now. Let's move the ID to the header. We call it promote header. Okay, now in Power Query, Control Z, you know the one. Hello. Power Query, Control Z, know the work. But the good thing is that whatever you do will be recording here. This source applies here. So now, we want to remove column 1.1. Come to the symbol that look like calendar that is close to column 1.1. You see a small button called drop down there. Like the heading. No A, B, C before column 1. So between A, B, C and that symbol, there is a small button there. Click it and you see option. Use first row as the header. Okay. But the process is called promote header. No, now we are promoting something. So we are promoting the header. Now, when do we use it? If you have a data that the header is in column, it's in a row. What is the header is different. So you do what is called promote header by clicking use first row as header. Now, in a situation whereby what if the first row is not the header? Because it can happen like that. It can happen like that. Go to column 1.1. Now, where see the turn they look for another person. You hear me? Column the header, there is a button there. That ABC. By your left, there is a small button there. Click it, you see options. Now, how many persons have done it? So if you check, it should record here that change style. Sorry, promote header. Promote. It will show what? Promote header, then change type. That change type, you are not the one that did it. It's automatic. It changed immediately with promote header. Feel like said the ID was here before I mean. Something happened, Sam. Feel like the ID changed from test to normal. Huh? When I explain where to check, we are doing different things. And some of you see. Some of you, based on what you are doing, you will not learn. No. Please, based on what you are doing, you will not learn. No. And they beg. If I talk, you know, will hear me. And you will miss that step. The best thing is ask questions so that when they talk, for what you miss, you listen and do it. Than to be talking for background. Because, like I said, the last time I will give this one, if you they talk, I will continue to do what I'm doing. And then I noticed you say, now you they talk. When you ask questions for that particular thing that I talk, when you are talking, I'm not answering it. It's very simple. If you miss a step, don't mean they were calm. If you miss a step, call for attention will attend to you. Instead of you are, the worst thing is that when they talk, and two persons they drop yourself. So now, it's whatever you do to record here, Control Z do not work in case you do mistake. But
you can cancel it here. For instance, now if I want it to go back to my original data, I'll cancel it here. Cancel it here. So you will see that it go back to on 1.1 and change that the first item that was there before. So that is instead of Control Z. So you monitor what you do that is recording there. So if you do mistake and you want to undo it, go to that apply step. So use first row as header to promote my header. Then the next thing is the name. So what do we do with the name? Okay, sorry. Before we go to the name, let's go to transform. Let's go to transform. Under transform, you see that option. You go to transform. And after the first one is row, transform add and B, they are just 4. Under transform, you see count row. Okay? Directly under the transform, you see count row. How many times you don't see it? So if you click count row, it will tell you that this data is just 77 rows. Why do we count? Sometimes that when we click data and the end, the original data we brought to this piece. After we have played with the menus, maybe that's just secure. So see where we're at. Oh yeah, any other person? Hey. Okay. The reason I know the reason, and at the same time I will use it. At the same time I will use 79, 78, 77. How now 77? So now people will get level get 77. So now we'll cancel it because if we did not cancel it, we will not see data to work with. So we'll go and count for count row. Only that count row so that we bring back our data for us. You don't have what? Now you close and there is no way you will not have. There is no way you will not have. I don't know.
Sometimes people they go where they never send in at propose. So for those that have 79, I know the reason, but we cannot tackle it here. I will explain it when we go back to yourself. Now the next step is come to still where we do promote header and come down when we promote header. Check up and you see keep duplicate. I did not say delete to keep duplicate. When we promote header, sometimes some people know they capture the first step, now make the delay us. So when we promote header, just go there. Come to what? Keep duplicate, click it. Now, if you do not have anything, that's mean your data do not have. Okay, so it's just for you to check whether your data have duplicate. So if you do not have it, it will say this table is empty. What? There is remove duplicate, but that is not what I want us to do. Where do you click? Where do you click? That's the question. Eh? Where do you click? Okay, now you will check if duplicate is immediately after keep range or row. Remove duplicate is down, 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 down. Huh? You get. And it's no way that I say how can you say what are you doing something that what's happening? It's come and they give me everything. Ever since my message, so all right. For us, the data did not have duplicate. So let's now the only thing you will do is okay for those that say not to keep duplicate, what you do is you will remove duplicates and later count. Understand? You see the step that you will push it to now. If you do not have keep duplicate, you what? Remove duplicate. And then for you to know whether you really have or not, you go and back and count. Now, if you have for instance, let's say you have 79, you remove duplicate and go and count, and you now have 7. That's means you have. But if you're still having 79, that's means you don't have. So that is the implication of those that you don't have keep duplicates. Okay, now any question before we move on? So,
You have duplicates. I get. I did not move it. Immediately I changed my head, and that is why it moved. Please. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Hello. Are they fast? Like, are they going fast? Please. Let's take it step by step. Don't go before me, I beg. I never sent you this way. Don't go before me. Don't wait. One after the other. Me wait the do small thing, I know why. If I say no touch, never touch, I beg. Because if you go touch where you're not supposed to touch, you go stress us to go to find the solution for how to take good care. So just wait. And that solution will come to delay us. So small. Now, that's why they take it. If to say I want to do fast before nothing make you want. Now the next thing now is the name. What is wrong with the name? What happens? Double names. Like, huh? Wait, I don't two names as it's not two first name now. It's those people are having three names. It's not a problem. They are having three names because it's two places that provide for it now. So they now have to write that. It's not it's not a problem. Now, you are using three names and they provide with two sessions. But what you enter to one, then one way they use your two names before you come say, no, you get it. So that is not a problem. And we will not even separate it, we'll leave it like that. Because if you want to separate it, it will become a problem. Because those both are happening might not be more, so you not have any connection. So now, first thing, we want to make this name. Now, why I say it's not a problem, we don't even need two names. We want to combine it to become one column. So it's not even a problem. What I just want is, we are talking about Sunday and this, so that is even the problem. But now that people are even complaining that some have two, we want to make it one line follow. So first thing, we click first name. If you click the header, it will highlight it. You hold your shift, click the last name, it will highlight the two. Now, instead of concatenate that we use in Excel as a formula here, I just want to one. Okay. So we'll right click. When we have clicked the two column, we'll now right click and then locate this one transform. We can use transform for up as well, but that one it will make us a search. Maybe you may not find wait till you find quick. Okay. So when you highlight the two columns, what we want to do is called merge. In Excel, it's called concatenate. When that query is for merge. So we'll come to what transform. Transform have an option. Then you pick what? It's not transform. Immediately after transform, the next one, sorry, under transform, you see merge column. Merge column. First, right click the two columns we want to make it turn to one, like we do concatenate. Then come to merge column that is directly under transform. Click merge. Click merge, like I said, anybody when they talk, I'm not going to talk again. Merge now. The next question is separator. Please listen. Right click and locate next column. See, when we talk like this, I don't know how to highlight it. Don't say my own do not. Yes, no, so that make it clear for me. Because if you say my own do not, how my own do not? Say, sir, how did they do it? Simple. I don't know, say, you find it difficult, but say my own do not. So that is no problem. Have you done it? To highlight is to click the header. The first name, click the first name, not the name where they write first name, click it to highlight it. You hold your shift, go and click the last name to highlight the two together. Then you right click. Now, it will bring a dialog box. This norm, if you don't do anything there, it will concatenate it like you do in Excel. So click there and pick space. Who can tell me why we are picking space? Now, the new column will be named merge. We can change it here or we'll leave it and change it later. You will see if I click OK, you will not see first name and last name again. It will become one column, and this will be the header. Okay, I can remember it here or I wait. So more go that side so that you know how to remember from there as well. So we'll click OK. So it immediately you click OK, you now highlight the other one join because you still say you highlight. So you now see that it become one column under merge. Now make I ask between this and concatenate, which one is the pass? Are you sure? So we'll not go and do what? Rename it. How do we rename it? How many persons are here? Only one. Only two. We'll go and double click the merge. Just double click the merge. And then do not write full name. Gifts, I'm coming. Full name. And then hit any of the gifts. Can you ask your question? Your hands is up. Gifts.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma.
Not quite long I joined. I'm actually confused. I didn't get when you did that transform table, and it's making me lost.
Do you have the data?
Yes.
Okay, you get this from team.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm surprised for you to say you have the data. Off your camera now. Why are you leaving your camera on? Success.
Me? My camera is off.
Not you.
Okay.
Success.
I'm sorry, sir.
Gift, please, can you rephrase your question?
I said I didn't get how you come about this transform table. That was where I got lost. when you were talking about
Wait,
transform.
your question is not straightforward. You said transform table. I did not really transform the table. Just specify a beg.
Okay, I said when you were talking about transform, that was where I got lost. Up to this
Is it-
extent,
Wait, don't hold on. Is it to join these two columns and become one? Because
I understand this one. This thing that I'm seeing on top of, like the valid error entering, how did you come about it? What
okay,
is
leave that
back?
one for now. Okay, go to view. Go to your
Yes.
view. Click column distribution and column quality. Just those two.
Okay.
Tick them.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So are we good to go?
Yes, sir.
Now, what do we need to do again? Okay, the line is already what? The column is already highlighted. So we'll go to transform. Just right click. It's already what? Highlighted. Right click and we'll go to transform. And then you pick, capitalize each word. If you want it to be capital letter, you can pick. These are the options. Capitalize each words, upper case or lower case. So we'll pick what? Capitalize each word. Then let's go back again and trim. You remember trim? Go back to transform again and trim. In case if not arranging well. What does trim do? So first thing is what? So what? Capitalize it words. Right click, go to transform, pick what? That one depends on what you want. Okay, we have the lower case, the upper case, and then. So the next, I say let's trim it. So as we can see now, with you know, it doesn't matter control. But yes, you can check it there, but the problem is that you will find it difficult to locate it for that one. Check now, check. You go to transform at the off. Everything dead there. If you go to transfer at the up, okay. I say right click. If you right click, there are options there. And you people know they follow it. Just right click, you will see options. Just they follow you. Now when they leave, when I like it tiny. Now when they put on our system, some people if I go to their system, I will need to use Google. If they like today, like I equal like the use. So if have you seen it? Now, okay, please. You see these three things for all. Please, so under hope, transform, add column, everything change. But because if you are there, they are not. That's why they choose to do that like three. It's very easy to find what you are looking for than to be searching. Hello, hi. The transform that we use for right click is still up. You can still see those things that we are doing, but you will be looking for it because if you click transform, all the options you are seeing are what are under transform. So you can still see check to see what? To see that tree. Okay? And but depends on which one is fast for you to get. So what remains now is let's check what. No, not the date, the department. You are joking. Go to the department, click column and check. That means not your mate to tell me what is wrong. If there is, go to the department. The heading there is click the drop down. Tell me what is wrong. That's why I'm telling you. If now you can talk say that duplicate, and see only one going to get is a duplicate. Talking about data himself. The data is not duplicate, okay? This is the only side that you can check if you have duplicate. Tell person cannot work on screeners. Okay, if they appear different places. Then we understand, oh, look at here. If you are looking at data like this, please, it's not duplicate. Oh. Finance. This Funke Adebayo is under finance. This is Chika, they under finance. This is not duplicate. Hello? Because there are different human beings, and then that is their department. The only time that you know that you have duplicate is when you what? Open this. This is where you know that, oh, you have duplicate of department. Okay, as far as one finance, one human resources, it's only these two that is a problem. And that is the essence of that job that I was telling us that time. Data validation. What do you mean by data validation? You instruct people to do something that people are something. So the job that is created by what validates data. Now, wait, I tell you to read. So in this case now, this one is given to them to see. Other people use what? Information technology, and other people use technology. Like I was telling you now, if we are analyzing this data now, it will tell you that IT is different than information technology, which is the same. So you need to do something about it. If it is wrong, that they restrict them by using the job values, you will not see this. So the outcome that we'll do here is, okay, who will suggest what to do here? Huh? Now they're funny. Somebody feel IT. And I say, go on, yeah, let's try. Now learn with it. But yeah, let's untick IT and click OK. Click OK. Then let's count. Let's go back and count. Count through. 70. Then another thing I want us to know is, I'll go back again. There is another thing. We untick IT, Abi. So what I will do, I will untick, click this select all, and go and tick only IT. Then, so this is where to know how many people fill that IT. So if you untick IT, you are wiping the information of all this. Hello. Go and select all, click on the IT, click OK. Click there. This filter, that one we just learn. That is why I say most of all those things we do, they learn here. So this is filter now. So we filter IT like the other one they go now, the IT we need. Now that's why I did not miss it. They remove filter. I say with the high. So this is what this is filter. Thank God now today we learn that. So I will go and cancel it from the apply step. And what we'll do is right click the column called department, and replace value under transform. Replace value. Now this case sensitive. It was case sensitive. So we replace value. Remember, you don't untick, you just change it. Replace value. You click replace value. What is value to replace? sorry, value to find, sorry. IT is capital letter. Replace with information technology. I is capital letter. And C is capital letter. So the rest is small letter. So information technology. How many persons are there? Then you click OK. But problem go see there. If you click OK, go and check it. We'll have two information technology. Hello. Habib? Yes. Data cleaning. Yes. You say, how is it? See it here now. Now, one step at a time. Now, if I want, say, no, say, I'm two, I'm going to the beginning, but I want to learn. You know, say, I'm learning. Because if I don't jump it and do it once, maybe when you see that similar problem, no, you want. Okay, let's go back. Leave it though. I did not say cancel. Now, please, if you check anything, don't click OK. Like if you click the drop down, just cancel, because if it's a record here and you want to go back, it will add more place to become a problem. Hello. Now, this one we just check. Don't click OK, cancel. Anytime you check, don't click OK. Because whatever you do will be recording here. So when you want to go back on two, you have more this thing so that you know the step. Now, my last step is what replace value. If I click OK now, it will tell me say I filter. But if I cancel, it will not record it. Now, what to do? Right click and trim it. Just right click the department. Then go to transform and trim. So after trim, let's check. Let me explain. In Excel, make I open another this thing. In Excel, so that maybe we know say data cleaning no be in Excel. Please, in Excel, if you not trim it. In Excel, if I have this, please, so everybody should give attention. If I have this, if I have class, in Excel, if I have this, Excel will look it as different thing. They're not the same. Huh? But if I want Excel to recognize it as the same thing, I must bring it back like this. So why we are having that two information technology is that one have a space. When we replace, one start with space, one start with the edge. So the solution to make it recognized as one is to clean that space. That was what we treated. Now, in data analysis, every column that is text must be trimmed, because you don't know which one has problem. Every column that is text must be trimmed. The only thing you are doing with number is make sure the data type is correct. We'll come to that. Make sure the data type is correct. That is order. If the data type is not correct, you will not recognize it as number. That is the problem. We will see it. So for those that, like I said, you will not even need to trim it one after the other. If you click one column, you hold your control, not shift. You know, say if you hold shift, as you go, everyone they highlight. If you hold your control, any of the column, even though you jump, anyone you click will highlight. So if you want to do it, try just do it once and for all. Just click one of the tests, hold your control, click all the tests, right click and trim it together. Now people will sabi do use system, we do like that. People will see the leg go hard, do one after the other. Exactly. For tests, trim all your tests because it go come give you problem. Imagine say you don't do that finish. Go back to Excel, do your analysis, come discover say information wey supposed to be one not divided into two. Now that's to stop the analysis. Come back again because of simple trim wey supposed to trim from doing your data cleaning. So trim all what? Your test column. So share everybody don't become one now, Abi?
Yeah.
So we move to next. Okay, my dollar, everything fine. It starts from salary. Start from 45,000 to 85. I thought the salary reduction. Abi? Excuse me. Eh? So if you want to pay twice, yes. I beg some person to check. Yeah. Or salary. Yes, salary.
This one is quiet.
Yes, the three also twice, man. The three is twice. How do you go twice?
Eh?
Yes, you go twice. You think twice.
They always like that. Remember when I can't get my own from? Okay, how many you not get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Count your own, please. Okay. What we will do is select all equally to 51, the 251.
That's it.
Eh?
That's it.
Monitor it now. Pick one. Like notice the one you are picking now. Yes, cancel this one. Eh? One. One. Move it. One. What's the person's name? Just check to the name. Eh?
Twice.
Please, you people should go and check your duplicates again. Please go and check your duplicates. Like, no, general duplicates. See, your yes. Go back. When you're having problem. Go and remove duplicate. Don't even check anything until see remove all those filters you do. Go to the salary, leave everything, go and remove duplicates. It's duplicate, come back to your data. That is just that. Yeah, go back. What is this? No, if you buy one for free, it's 65. Sure. So that's not 85 first. Okay, oh, leave it, everybody, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. I've noticed it. All those people that are having those one, dollar sign follow their own. I just check it now. Just check. That is the problem. That is the problem. Just check your, not do anything, no duplicates. Just cancel everything, go back to where that problem starts. Don't remove, it's no issue of duplicates. I just discovered it now that those people that their own are having those double have dollar sign attached to their figure. Yes, it's not logs, it's the money. Money. In fact, what will happen yesterday. So what you do it? Change the data type and it's still showing test. So it's some have space. As it's showing 51, you cannot trim it because it's a figure. It's showing as test, not as. So go to data type, click that dollar, the dollar sign directly, and change it to currency. The dollar sign up, if you don't have the dollar sign up, or you okay, click that column, the column of the salary, then come to transform, you will see transform close to add columns. Just click transform tab, come to data type, click the drop down and change your own to currency. Now, if it did not move to the right hand side, error will take. So cancel it. So last step, this is what we'll do last. Sharp, sharp.
Just leave it. If you will never do them, replace value. Cancel it. Leave it. Replace value. Replace value. Replace value. Replace value. Are we together? Go to that dollars column, that money column. Right click and replace value. Wait, everybody should wait here. Me, I no go do because my own no yet. Are we all there? If you are seeing 51, 51 two times, 53, 53 two times, replace value, that column. Now, value to find, press dollar here. If you all look at, not everybody, madam, and they talk to people where they don't have that issue. Not everybody get that issue. Please, I'm only attending to people that have challenge of 51 two times, 53 two times. Please, wait, this is what I say you should do. Go to that column, right click, and go to replace value. I just discovered that it is that dollar sign that is causing problem. We want to remove it. Now, this first one, put dollar sign. Put your cursor here, don't put anything. Bring your cursor to here, don't put anything. And click OK. Then go and change your currency to dollar now. Sorry, I say change your data type to currencies. Change the dollar. So check it out. You see your own not get that
What I'm saying is not as clear on every side of this point.
If you are putting me to trouble,
No, that's not what I'm saying.
don't get dollar sign.
Yeah, dollar sign, but you don't have to play on that stuff. Understand that one. You're not trying to listen to what I'm saying. Now it's on the left side and you know right
Now
side.
you know this hold on. I said people with that they don't have dollar signs should remove these. You not finish it. Please, let's be listening when I talk. I say if your figure is attached with dollar sign, if that is the problem that we are facing, what you need to do is remove the word dollar sign. How do we remove it? Yes, so please, if you know say you never do this thing, go to the column, right click the column, look for what to replace value. Are you there? The first one, put dollar sign. The second one, put only your cost of debt. Please, how many people are still having the issue? Solve.
Change that directly from business. And look that I used to change as the number of that income. Like it wants to be don't
Then you change to report and it's showing you error. No, what you say? Explain it that everything okay. Those things. Okay, understand. So, okay, are you there now? Hold on first. Now just first step you don't do. Now you know the countdown. Hold on. Shey you don't remove the last time. Click the ABC there. The ABC at the front. That is the header. There is ABC there before salary. Click it. Put it in currency. It's step by step. Calm down, Here we calm down. Shey you don't get her now. So see. Now just calm down. Everybody must know it. Shall we stay here to learn? Everybody must know it. Now to your question now. She say her own no get. That was why I started going up. Normally, me, I know they use up. Because that was sometimes when they said you go begin to look for where it is. Yes. Hello. Now, there are some systems that did not, their own is not showing directly. There are some power query that their own no they show close to their header. Okay. So when she said I was thinking her own is that part, that was why I showed down up. So there are two places. You can do it within, you can go up. So it depends on which one is easy for you. But to me, the easier one is to do within. If you go up, sometimes you begin to look where is it, where is it. Now, every data type, please, every data type have a symbol. And it always be in your column header. 1 to 3 is a symbol of whole number. They look at your system, look at your system, you will see, check from column 1, that is the code. 1 to 3 is a symbol for whole number, that is data type for whole number. 1.2 is a symbol for decimal. And then we have fixed decimal, which is a symbol for currency. Normally, currency, they automatically pick dollar. No worry. When we move to Excel, we will change it. If you want to change it to any column, you remember there now. Hello. Test. If you look A, B, C, it's a data type for test. Then we have calendar. They show one, they show like calendar. Two type, calendar alone is for dates. We have calendar with simple small time. Like a simple small clock is symbol for when you combine date and time. And then we have only clock, which is symbol for time alone. Okay, so we have many. So now, if your data type is not correct, how do you know? You will check. Now the movement I will make you know. Date, text, left hand side. Figure, right hand side. Even date, right hand side. So if your date is still in left hand side, that means there is a problem with it. Clear now, Abi? So sometimes, if you change data type, sometimes it will give you error. That means that's what we just did with that salary. It's not just to go and change data type. First thing you need to change data type to know where the problem is coming from. And if you change data type and see error, so you need to know that something is wrong. Now, in that salary part, the dollar sign will not allow you to change it to figure because dollar sign is seen as test. I explain it. That should be on Tuesday. See as test. So if you change it, it will tell you error. That is why we first of all remove the dollar sign for it to happen. Now, what's happened? Why you people are seeing that 51 is that because of that dollar sign, you see it as 10. So there are some that there is a space between. So it now appears twice. You can trim it, but that is not even the issue. If you trim it, it will still be a test. So you don't need test. That was why the first thing to do is to remove the dollar sign and then change it to what? Any question before we continue? I'll be like, we have like a few minutes now. Yes. Any question? Please, any question? So let's move on. Let's move on. Dates. Now, if you look at dates now, date is not proper. Because it's going right, it's supposed to be left. Now, this date you go see waste our time. Please, let's listen. Let's listen. What? Yes, now it's left, Nana. Oh, your own is right.
How many people that I will say? Change it to dates. Let's see. Let me change my own to dates. I'll go to that ABC. It's showing as test, so I'll change it to date, not date and time, just date. I change it to date. I'll have error here. Say I have 1% error. How many person have? You're all correct.
Yes, no.
I have one. Okay. Now the problem is that two ways to solve it. Identify that error. Which number your own for? My own for is number 7. Eh? Okay, sorry, my own is number 8. Check where number 8. Eh? My own is number. No, you check your own. Okay. So first of all, go and cancel that data type. Okay, cancel it. Then go to your number 8. Look at the date format. Just look at the date format. Now, what we do is 1. If it's only 1, now this method I will do. But if there are many, no, use this method. For those that have only 1 error. Now, write this date down. 30th of June, 2019. Write it down. Okay, now your system date, the problem now is that date did not correspond with your system date. So inside that particular place, hello, you are disturbing how you're correct. Inside, I say write it down, that date down. If it is only 1, this is the simple way to correct it. You right click that particular one, let it be that particular date, that place. No, you know, before when they do the work, let it be that particular place. Then let's replace value. If it is just 1, replace value. Now the value is already there. You don't need to write it. So write this date according to your system date. My system date, what comes first is month. So that my system date is month. So I'll put May 30th, 2019. Those people that have problem with it, are you following? We have just 10 minutes. That's why I do this. Are you following?
Yes.
Then you click OK. Me, I can't do mistake again. I did not write my date well. Make I redo am. May 30th, 2019. That one no be problem. So after you have what, change it to your system date, then change it to date. Let's see. Hello. I use my own. This one is write it according to your system date, not what I write. Your format in your system date. It's already there. You don't touch that one. That's what. Wait. Hold on, please. Hold on. You don't go up. In this case, that's why I say, first of all, identify that number. This one is different than that first step. You are highlighting that particular number. When you right click and you do replace value, you don't need to touch that one. It's already there. That value is already there. That's why your cursor will be here. So you don't have any business with this because it's already written there by itself. Now, this is what I want to replace. It's different from the other one. This one now we are tackling a particular information here.
the space. Yeah, only like 70 density. So that's why you have to write the big stuff before you write, at that time. So,
No, you need to come back, man. You remove this, you are not taking it without error. How do you know if you leave it as error? How do you know the data is there? First, when you convert it to date and you see error, the first thing is how do you know that this date is the one that is there? If it did not come back, is that clear? If you leave it, he's leaving it at error. That's why he's showing empty now. First of all, in data analysis, data cleaning, if you do something and it did not give you what you want, what do? You undo it. You don't leave it and want to solve the problem. It no go work. Hello. If you do one step and not give you what to work, don't leave it and move to the next step. You know the work. First of all, undo it. Go back to your normal problem. Then start another step.
exactly, or just format.
It's an exact date or you are changing the format to your system. If you change the date, you are giving the people that are working for trouble. Yes.
Can you see the exact date of the data?
Okay.
You see the of your data, then you can get in the system.
Yes. The problem there is that the date did not align with your system date. So you are trying to change it to a standard so that it should align. But that date remain that date. You change it, then let's say now that day somebody they hold them. That they can't change. Maybe they want to calculate this date, they calculate because there are sometimes that use date to calculate that okay, not this person is now low in collect. Now so they go, if you go change somebody's date, but you never do, no be problem. Okay. So it is that exact date. The only thing that is change the format is your laptop format. But if you may need, you know, if you do that one. Because sometimes people may need to. Okay. First thing, then give them back. Cancel everything. Just cancel everything. Let it come back like this to test. You get some person way, I go force them sit down for front. If we dey start class next week. Ngozi, you're not part of my class. They share you. Eh? It's not- I did not ask you why are you not following. Eh? I'm not even asking the question about why you're not following. I say you are not part of my class today. So if I'm marking attendance, I'm not marking. Don't be not saying that. You're gonna attend our. I will see. You get paper. Somebody visit our, I think that give the right
I think right now I'm saying my real scale. Who don't take me? But you say it's not a picture.
Yeah, I'm not available.
So, because it's not part of it, because she did not raise up her hand. Now, let's say the problem is much because it gets on time. Dates go dey scatter. Please, so may no cause noise now. We have only 5 minutes. Me and wife go somewhere. Whether I see makeup. If you have many problems, like many do, first of all, I see cancel it. See, please, let's notice this. You are trying to solve a problem. I said it yesterday. Say, there is nobody that will say, because I don't be professional, they don't give me data. I will be first step when I take for data cleaner, first step, I will use them, all and like. Except maybe you don't use that type of data. Okay, so if you use this step, you know what? The next thing is first of all counseling. Don't say you want to do another. If that person that give you problem and you know cancel one, in fact, any other thing where you need to waste your time. Hello. And that's why we need to monitor our recording step, that applies step. Now, if I have an issue, like if I click change data type to what date and give me problem like this, okay, so if I change data type and you give me problem, let's say it's not one, I dictate. The issue is that it's not one. Let's say it's up to 20. You see the process we now, so you will come and follow the what if. So I'll first of all come and cancel it back to my normal. Then when I click this data type, I'll come to this use. Everybody need to follow now. Instead of picking data type, I'll pick what? Using local, I mean local, depends on how you pronounce it. Wait, it will load. Okay, when you bring this one, data type, what do you need to do?
Change the format.
Wait, nobody can answer. If you not answer this question, I will just stop it. So under that test, we change it to date. Now, you will see if I ask and they fast, and I will say no. How many people did this stage? That's your answer. Now, he said English United States, it could be the problem. You can, one, change it to United Kingdom, go back and see. But the easier way, change it to Nigeria. Hello. Now, I want to put it in Nigeria so that let's look at it. So I will click the down. I'll look for English Nigeria. Who have seen? I don't see M before now.
After New Year, look at mixing that.
Okay, English Nigeria. Then I will click OK. Right now they say now. I don't even need to go and change the data type here again. Immediately I change it for there, automatic by itself. So that error will not show again. So now, sometimes you check there, if you want to show United Kingdom, you can change it to United States. But the easier way to come with data, you can just change it to English Nigeria and see. If you did not see give you this, that is when the village people is after you, you go and look for them and do one after the other. Clear this is this one clear. So this is the easier way to handle multiple errors. So that change that will care. You change it from, so it's always, most systems is always English United. You can try to change to United States, but instead of trying and come back, just you guys in Nigeria, they pass the base the way you want. So, huh?
Nigeria and UK form they are discussions.
It's not be UK idea before I give me that else. My UK as well now. So I like so much. So understand. That is the solution. Nigeria are very some I don't think throughout my class any student that live in Nigeria can see an issue. But sometimes between UK and United States, they will still have some issue. But once you use Nigeria, so that's the end of this class.
How are you doing the next?
We see. You say no, I want to hear from Jennifer. Say something first. Address. We talked about this that day. That one really matters. Okay, you can almost all the number at 3. You can do it, but it does not matter. Not going to address. Me, I go and look to remove that from the set. Let that mean you remove all the columns done. Let us move on. Okay, we go back to Excel. We still have work to do here. So we save it. Then next time we are we'll continue from where we stop. So you go back to your home, then you see close and load. Go back to home, you see close and load. Now we are going back to Excel to save it so that the next time, please do this place goes down so that we'll move ahead. You know, save your one, I know they start from the beginning. I know we get what I'm doing. Because you see the time we waste today, let's say next class, we not say one person start from the beginning. That's me, we know we move. It takes us time. So if you go to close and load, you pick the first one, close and we don't see close and load. It will take you back to Excel. Because that Power Query, the only function Power Query does is cleaning. Once you are done with your data cleaning, you move it back to Excel. So we'll come back here. So you now have 2 sheets. The old sheet that your former data is, and then the table 1, which is your new sheet. So my own is we show you 77 row level here.
Yes.
Okay. So what did you just do? Control S to save it. Or if you want to save it separately, you can go to File and Save As. Do we get it? Huh? First of all, save it like that first. Please, if you do Control S, you save. Or you go to File and Save As, you want to give you extension and look to it. Out. And you go and do the process when we do today now. So, okay, what I give a simple, I say go to home, do close. If you do close and apply, you wait. There are two, or maybe you go cancel it. No, even though that close and load, if you close that lower one, it will ask you where you want to go. But if you close the first one, it will bring you directly. The second one will ask you. So now, we still have many things to do here. That's why I say more save as, so that if you come, we'll continue from. So control, no, make I use, I go save as somewhere separate. Save as. You say? Ask your question and you dey talk for down.
Sir, how to go back, how to go to boundary myself.
How do you go there before?
I don't forget.
Success. Success. Success.
Sir,
Yeah, stop the record.
I can hear you.
I say stop the recording.